Hi folks, Tobias here with the new thing, and the new thing for connecting my instrument and myself to an amplifier so that we can conceal the art, as a certain entertainment director put it. And I will now show you the new thing and hopefully how the new thing will work when we take it out in public. And yes, I did get a haircut, yes. Let's go see the thing. This innocent looking little box contains the Hollyland Lark 150 two-piece wireless PA system, wireless microphone system, I guess, whatever the heck we're calling it. The Lark 150, let's call it that. Now, this is a particularly clever box because this box actually has a battery in it, and it will act as a charging location for both the two transmitters and the receiver. Now, of course, you've all met Ducky here. It's my waterproof ukulele, and what I have here is I have about a much longer cable than is needed that goes from a 1/4-inch plug down to a 3.5 millimeter plug, which connects to one of the two little transmitters. Now we also have the second little transmitter, which comes with its own little mini piezo. I don't think it's a micro, but it's a mini piezo microphone, and those both connect to this device right here, which is the actual base unit. This is the receiver. You can see it's actually picking up what's being said on the microphone here. Now there are two controls for volume and input, and you can also press to mute. I'm particularly fond of the little display here because I'm a big sucker for mini LCD displays, or mini LED displays, because, you know, I grew up with cyberpunk. And they are connected by 3.5 millimeter cables to the microphone and instrument input on my Roland Micro-Cube amp. And we have tested this all, and it all works. Now, I'm a little iffy about the additional sticky out distance here, and it may just be because these are tip ring sleeve as opposed to just tip sleeve. I'm not 100% certain. But the other thing to show you here is if I disconnect all of these little units, and I'll actually just show it with the receiver here, we'll come back to the box. And the box, you know, this has little inputs here, as does the underside of the case. So when you plug this in the right way around, it starts to charge the unit. Check that out. The case has a built-in battery. That built-in battery is charged through a USB-C port right here, which they have a USB-C to USB-A. That is the regular rectangle. You have to turn around 3 times to plug it in. And that way you can charge the box and charge the transmitters and receivers, and the whole thing packs down into this little tiny container here. So the next step is to figure out how to put all this together. And what I'm going to wind up doing is clipping the transmitter for the ukulele onto the instrument strap, very likely, or, you know, heavy-duty Velcroing it to the back of the instrument, which might be weird. And then figuring out a way to corral the receiver, the cables, and the amplifier into its own carrying area. And I think I have an answer for that. There you go, one craft caddy. We just have to put a little flap over it, and the sound will come out quite nicely, and it will also corral everything that needs to be corralled in one place. There are even pockets in there so I can tuck transmitters and receivers into the right location. Back to the studio. Sudden jump cuts. It's a thing. So there you have it. There's the rig. Astute observers of the Tobias the Adequate Magic Show will recognize that the craft tote actually was part of my fabric and wood frame folding magic toting and dragging around rig that I used for about a couple of years, I think, during my magic time in California. I'm re-recording this because I forgot to take the mute off the microphone, because you can see exactly what kind of day I've been having. So there you have it, folks. That is the Hollyland Lark 150 two-person wireless microphone system, which I got off Amazon for about $225, $250, and that is the two transmitters, the receiver, the little piezo mic, and then 3.5-inch to 1/4-inch cables. I did get the TRS tip ring sleeve. You probably just get tip ring. I was not as I was a little impatient to make sure the whole thing would work, and I found all of this stuff thanks to Jeremy of Traveler's Song and the Ramblin' Sailors, and of course every other and dozens of other projects, including Two Tenors No Waiting, which happened exactly once but got him a mention in a newsletter, which I think is hilarious. I think I was mentioned too, but he's the actual musician. I'm just a dork who does goofy songs. So there you go, folks. Check it out. It's all there, and it worked out pretty well.